Hello guys, this is Hadi Atai. Thank you for watching this video and also hitting that like and subscribe button. So today I'm going to talk about basically how AI is changing the startup scene in terms of speed and execution. So technically speaking, speed is a good indicator of startup success because the budget is limited and there are some, limitation when it comes to startups. So speed and decision quality are highly correlated with outcomes. Now, the new AI tech enables teams to move quite faster than it used to be. So if you want to have the speed advantage, it is very important to stay current with AI tools. In terms of opportunities in the AI stacks, the most important layer is the application layer. We have the semiconductors, cloud layer, foundational models. But when it comes to applications, it's the most important layer that has so much room to play with, and there's so much, venues to explore in terms of generating revenue. And the apps technically they have to generate revenue. I mean, we have cloud layer and foundational models. We could be like, oh, maybe they don't generate as much money, or they don't generate revenue at all, but the application layer must generate revenue. That being said, agentic AI currently is the most important current trend that's happening, and technically it's been happening for a couple of years, but it also has been used incorrectly with some marketing teams in different firms. So it's important to understand what agentic AI entails. What you need to do when it comes to agentic AI, you have to be able to outline your idea, research it, draft it, critique and revise, and have to go through this loop over and over to come up with a good product or results. And agentic AI can help in different fields like medical, legal, multi-step reasoning. So it has the potential to be helpful in those areas. Now we have ideas and we have decision to make. One of the most important things when it comes to ideas is having a concrete idea. Why is it important? Because when you have concrete ideas, it helps you to make immediate decisions regarding that idea. If you have vague goals, vague ideas, it is hard to come up with an answer to the idea, whether we can implement it or not, and all of that. It becomes different. So having a concrete idea helps you to understand whether or not the idea works or not. If you have a vague idea, let's say you want to say helping entrepreneurs build successful businesses. This is a bit vague idea, and if you give it to different business analysts or developers, everyone can come up with a different answer for this idea. But if your idea is helping entrepreneurs overcome business obstacles using the agentic AI within some certain framework, that is, you're moving toward the concreteness of the idea, and that is something that someone can say, okay, this is doable or not doable, right? And you can make fast decision on this concrete idea. So it's very important to have concrete ideas, and it buys you speed, buys you time. You can validate the theory, the idea quickly, and move on, whether you can do it or not, and just move on. It's very important to make those decisions soon. So subject matter experts surface good concrete ideas. What's very important is the expert gut reaction to your idea. Um, we have expert gut reaction, we have A/B tests, heavy data, and all of that. You can use those, but it's very slow to, respond to some idea. But an expert gut reaction is very important. So if you show your idea to someone, to an expert, and then their reaction is, oh, this is great, or this is not going to work. That is something that's very valuable, and it saves you a lot of time. And but testing with heavy data, A/B tests, all of that takes so much time, especially with the startups that's they're short on time, they're short on budgets, they need to move on quickly to the next idea, or just stick to the idea. But that decision making is very important. You need execution and feedback loops. How does that work in the startup scene? AI coding tools we have to admit that they have lowered cost and increased speed by a big margin. The production code is 30 to 50% faster. Prototypes are even 10 times faster. Also, we have this AI coding has resulted in cheaper rewrites that reduce the cost of stack exchanges. Now, with this speed up, the engineering acceleration has shifted the bottleneck to the product manager. But the user feedback and prioritization haven't sped up as much. So we are at this prime product manager bottleneck that some teams started like testing product manager heavy ratios. Some of them even have suggested 2 product managers for 1 engineer, which is it's an idea, hasn't been implemented, but it's an idea that people are looking at, because we have reached this bottleneck where the product manager is where the speed has been lowered based on the overall process. So if you want some tactics overall for rapid product feedback, first of all, you need to maintain a portfolio of feedback tactics to match engineering speed. So you have engineers that are coding really fast with the help of AI. Now you need a portfolio of feedback tactics, which one to try at each stage. These feedback tactics, each has a speed associated. The fastest to slowest, if you want to talk about, is expert gut reaction. Expert gut reaction is the fastest, basically. If you want to talk to your friends and this and that, it's a little bit slower, but it's still fast enough to get some reactions. Andrew Ng has suggested the idea of going to the coffee shops. If you're working in a coffee shop or a hotel lobby, ask 3 to 10 strangers respectfully. Ask them what they think about what you're working on, and get their opinion. The other method is have 100 testers to test your code. As we're going into the slower direction, so it's quite slow to get 100 testers to test your code, and then A/B test is the slowest. So if you want to make quick decisions, go with the expert gut, and if not available, go with friends and family. If not available, go with strangers, and so on and so forth. So if you need like real quick decision making, you need to follow this chart. So this hallway testing is what Andrew Ng has suggested, and it's quite effective, to be honest with you. AI is a multiplier. So we're talking about AI as a tool that's speeding things up, or multiplying our efforts, and it helps us with knowledge, leverage, sometimes openness. Deep At the same time, deep understanding of AI is not very common. And so it's important to have that deep knowledge of AI if you want to be able to use the AI tools effectively and up to speed. If you have you have the ability to write technical to make decisions based on a correct technical choice, it can save you months in times. And wrong choices waste cycles, and it's very important to make correct decisions. And if you make the wrong decision, you have to be able to identify that and snap out of it instead of sticking to it. So you have to have this process along the way where you can test your choices you make along the way, and if there is something wrong, you have to reverse back quickly. At the end, what you need to work on is, instead of looking at different things that really doesn't matter, you have to build products that people love. Move fast and be responsible. Safety is about the application context, not the tool itself. So keep that in mind. And protect open source, and be in the community, have to be respectful of other people, what they do for for the industry, for our field. But at the most important thing, as I said, is building something that people love and use. Your ideas have to be revolving around that, what people need, what you need as a person, what your friends need, what the community need. If your ideas revolve around that, you can make that decision quickly, and you have to be able to do that and move fast. Well, thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll be back with another video. Take care.